up, fellow anglers? It's Aaron Lesieur here, and I wanted to do a quick video on something I've been getting a lot of questions and getting a lot of heads turned when I'm out on the water, and that's my Bimini top. Now, you don't see a whole lot of bass boats out there with Bimini tops. As a matter of fact, I've seen two. Mine and the one I saw about 6 years ago where I got the idea. I saw this guy on the water, and I thought, man, that's a really good idea, and did a little research, went to my local dealer, had him install some quick releases and some other hardware, and after that, it's history. So let's talk about the advantages of having the Bimini top first, and then we're going to talk about later on in the video on how you can get your hands on one and go online. I'm going to show you that a little bit later. Really, I got it for the summertime. You can throw the Bimini top up and get out of the sun, take a break underneath there, have your lunch, and another cool thing is when you're cruising around and you're looking for deep water bass or deep water structure, you can throw the top up and take a break, and it makes it just so much more comfortable out there when you're cruising around looking at your electronics and trying to graph bass and then look for underwater structure. The other thing is if you've got young kids, pets, a significant other, it's a really great place if you're out on the boat with them and they're getting hot or tired, that they can hide underneath there, have a snack, have something to drink, and just makes it much more enjoyable, and you can stay out on the water a little bit longer. The other thing is I've got black seats on this boat, which really wasn't a great idea, and it keeps those seats a lot cooler, so when I get off the front deck and I'm going to my next spot, it's not burning the back of my legs. The other thing is cool about it is that you can kind of turn your bass boat into a weekend party boat. So you can, there's been times where I've gone out to Folsom Lake, no rods, nothing. We're just gonna go out there, do a little swimming, have a little lunch. You throw the Bimini top up, bring a little portable boombox deal. We've talked about the summer, but you wouldn't really think that the Bimini top has some advantages in the winter, but it does. There's been plenty of tournaments where the weather's been nasty, and I've used this Bimini top, especially at the start of the tournament when you're waiting for the blast off. I'll throw that top up, get out of the rain. There's been plenty of guys out there who've been jealous because I'm sitting underneath the top and not getting pounded by the rain, and they're out there shivering in their rain suits. And I'll use it then, and then when I get to my first spot, I'll keep it up for the most part because it keeps the cockpit all dry. My seats aren't wet, or if I have to throw a jacket or a sweatshirt or something underneath there, it just keeps that whole area from just getting pounded by the rain all day. And when I need to take a break out there, when I'm fishing in a tournament or just fun fishing, I can get under the Bimini top and have lunch underneath there and get out of the rain just for a few minutes, if anything. And usually if it's raining like that, I don't go very fast. Speaking of which, you can only go about 35 miles an hour with the top up there. I haven't tried to go any faster than that, but you can kind of see the top struggling to stay solid and the top bouncing up and down. So 35 miles an hour is usually the fastest I will go. And then I kind of angle it a little bit, especially in the winter time, which is what we're talking about. So the rain kind of comes in, is hit the top this direction, and it kind of does shield my face and your body from getting that rain that comes usually straight on you if you don't have the top. So let's talk about a couple other things real quick. It's really easy to put on and off. The dealer installed some quick releases to where the main structure goes, and then some quick release snaps when you're ready to deploy it. It goes up really, really fast. It stows really fast. You've got a boot back there to zip it all up. Now, a couple things to note. I do have it secured down with a bungee cord. When you're traveling with it, when the boat's trailered, that Bimini top will jump up and down, and it'll actually damage your paint on either side of the rails, to where the other parts of the aluminum frame all come together. There's these big plastic pieces that hold it all together. Well, that in the past has rubbed, not so much my paint, but rubbed through my boat wraps. Now, I've pretty much always had this boat wrapped, so I probably could rub through your gel coat. So I put some noodles on both arms. You'll see those here in the video, and that helps protect it from bouncing up and down on the boat. Now, you'll also notice that the color of the Bimini top, it doesn't match the boat, and that drives me nuts. Well, I got this Bimini top when I had my first boat, which was an 04 Ranger 198 VX. And the tops last so long, it's like 6 or 7 years old. I'm just getting ready to replace it. It's kind of starting to get a little faded and stretched out. So this winter, I'm gonna take it to an upholstery shop, have them do a whole different color on there so it actually matches this boat and it calms my OCD down. Now I put together a little montage real quick of the Bimini top itself. Take a look at that, and then right after that, we're gonna go on my computer and I'm gonna show you the website where you can take a look at it, and then I'm gonna give you all the specs on mine specific one. It's going to be different for your boat depending on the width. The length and the height will be the same, but depending on how wide your boat is, that's the one thing that's going to change when you decide to order this. And we'll talk about cost. I don't know if I can find it on there, but I do remember it was about $500 installed. So a pretty big investment, but this investment has lasted me 7 years before I've had to actually consider changing out the top or reupholstering it. And it's been an awesome investment with all the comfort that it provides out on the water in the summer and in the winter. So let's watch this quick video and then we'll get on the computer and talk about the specs. Okay, cool. Back here at the computer. Hope you liked that quick little video of the Bimini top on my boat. Now, I found this information over at Atwood Marine Products, and this is the 3-bow Bimini top. If you scroll down here, you're going to see all the colors that are available for the top. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, here's the 36-inch high one. It gives you all the specs and then the ranges of the aluminum frame. So here's a picture of my boat with the Bimini top up, with all the specs. You're going to see it's 36 inches high, 72 inches long, and then the width is 87 on this based on the beam on my specific model. After you figured out the color scheme you want and then the specs that you need, you can do a quick search of any local dealers that carry that specific brand by clicking the Buy It Here button, and then you'll put a zip code in and it'll bring up the closest dealers to you. Or I just did a quick internet search, and there are a bunch of online dealers that you can order this and probably have it drop shipped. And it doesn't look like it's that hard to install those quick releases that are on there. You just screw them into the boat itself. So you might be able to get online, check out a YouTube video, and do it a little DIY action and save yourself some dough. So there's a little info on my Bimini top. Now, if you have any further questions, drop some comments below and I'll answer those. Like always, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you already don't, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Lesieur. Stay focused, fish hard, and I'll see you out on the water.